What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the video. We're going to be switching it up today from the usual crap I do on this channel. In these next couple videos, we are going to be covering and reviewing two amazing mod packs for Stalker Anomaly. I have been playing both religiously since they both released, and have been able to figure out all the features to the games. So it's going to be sort of a review and tutorial on the features and how to play. I also may do separate install guides if people deem it necessary. I think there are actually two up-to-date install guides, and I may link them in the description. So this video is covering Escape from Pripyat 3.0 for Stalker Anomaly. My review of this game is an A. This game is very good. It's a very complete mod pack that runs very well, and I greatly enjoy it. Stalker Escape from Pripyat is a very challenging game though, and I think there are a lot of people that struggle to figure out how to play the game, so this video will help you, and I will timestamp the features. So first off, for those unaware, Stalker Anomaly is a mega total conversion mod that combines all three games in the Stalker series, putting all the maps together to be one big seamless world. You also get to choose any of the rival factions, make your own Stalker, and do a new story mode. There is also a warfare mode that is basically free mode with the factions fighting each other with different mechanics. A Zazel mode, which is where when you die you take over the person that killed you. And then there's Iron Man mode, which is basically the hardcore mode where if you die a certain amount of times the game is over. I'm a huge fan of Stalker Anomaly and have played it regularly since it released. It is very challenging and the shooting is great. It is basically the Dark Souls of FPS games. It is very scary, intense, and unpredictable. Stalker 2 was supposed to be releasing this year, but because of a conflict currently going on in Europe, the game is delayed. Another game that I really enjoy is Escape from Tarkov, an online realistic tactical survival shooter that takes place in northwest Russia. It is a very fun, intense game that has been in development for a very long time and is still stuck in beta for the foreseeable future, partially because of the conflict going on overseas. Escape from Tarkov has currently been getting a lot of complaints about people not being able to log in, servers being down, poor support. It is a shame because Tarkov is a great game. So that's where this mod pack comes in, Escape from Pripyat. It is a complete overhaul for Anomaly, bringing new guns, new equipment, new items, new crafting system. It has the Tarkov health system and magazine system. There's ammo crafting, gun crafting, and ammo checks. It basically turns Anomaly into a single-player Escape from Tarkov experience that is just as challenging as Tarkov or possibly harder depending on how you play it. So to start the video off, I will go over all the factions of the game. To start the low tier of factions, there are the Loners, which are the generic faction that doesn't really have much of a goal besides getting artifacts and money. They are a good starting faction to play as. There is Clear Sky, which is a lot like the Loners but are for science and learning about the zone. They get better gear than the Loners and are enemies with less factions than the Loners. I view them as the best starting class to play as. Ecologists are scientists that are from the Ukrainian government and are friendly with all factions except Monolith, Bandits, and Renegade. They are friendly with military. The Ecologists get good equipment and are good if you want to do a complete pacifist run. In mid-tier we have Duty. Duty is a self-proclaimed militia that wants to destroy the zone and protect the people inside the zone. They are basically an authoritarian military police that is stationed in Rostok, the central city in the game. Rostok is a good starting base, but Duty has trouble in the army warehouses because they are rivals with Freedom. Freedom is a group of self-proclaimed anarchists that want to liberate the zone physically and sexually. Freedom is allied with bandits, mercenaries, as well as loners, and everyone except Duty, Monolith, military. They get very good gear. Duty also gets very good gear. The problem with playing as Freedom though is you cannot go into Rostok or anywhere that Duty is stationed. Mercenaries are my favorite faction in the game. They are believed to be Westerners from America and Western Europe. They are extremely dangerous and get the best gear in the game next to the Monolith. It's good to maintain a good reputation with the mercenaries so you can get their supplies. The mercenaries also have a really cool base in the Dead City. For the enemy factions, you have the Monolith, my other favorite faction. They are religious fanatics that are based in the center of Pripyat, the city. They work for the Sea Conscious and want to purify the zone. They are basically Anomaly's jihadist terrorists. Next to mercenaries, Monolith get the best gear in the game, including the Gauss rifle, the electric cannon. Sin is friends with Monolith. They are a nihilistic death cult that wants the zone to bring forth the apocalypse. Very based. They get pretty good gear and are stationed in the Red Forest. Military is the military. I don't really have anything to say about the military. There's really nothing interesting to say. Bandits and renegades go together. I like playing as the bandits and the renegades. There isn't much to say about them besides they are criminals, you kill lots of people, they get decent gear and have a good base in the Dark Valley. They're allied with Freedom and the mercenaries. Renegades are for people that are pure psychopaths. You don't even get a base of renegades and they are enemies with almost everybody except bandits. Unisig is the endgame faction. They are allegedly the United Nations in disguise. They are also enemies of everyone except mercenaries and have no base. So when you start the game, you have to choose your faction accordingly on the gear and allies you want to have access to. Also, if you want to do the story mode, you have to play Loner, Counter-Strike, Ecologist, Freedom, Duty, or Mercenary. So in Escape from Pripyat, there is a magazine system. Every gun that has magazines, you have to manually load the magazines with bullets. You also don't have a heads-up display showing your ammo, so when you want to know how much ammo is in a magazine, you have to hit a key to check the ammo. There are a lot of magless weapons you can use, like shotguns, some of the rifles, there's a revolver, and you can only have a certain amount of magazines on your loadout depending on the equipment you are using. There is a new ballistic system for the ammo. Some ammunition pierces armor higher than others. Others pierce flesh higher than others. You want to use armor-piercing rounds on enemies that are heavily armed or wearing exoskeletons. You want to use hollow point rounds on enemies that have exposed flesh or mutants. There is a new health system in the game. Your whole body has health. This includes your limbs, arms, legs, your torso, and your head all have health bars that you have to maintain. If your head completely dies, you're totally dead. When you take damage to your legs or your head or your torso, you have to heal your head or torso, and you can't do this with just straight first aid kits that you get. There are medical items in this game such as painkillers, ibuprofen, injectable morphine, methamphetamine, cocaine, and various other things that you can use to temporarily heal your limbs, torso, and head. You can use arm splints and leg splints to heal your arms and legs, and there's certain bandages that will heal your arms and legs. There are special kits. One's called the Survive 12, the other's called the CMS. You can use these to heal your arms and legs completely. The methamphetamine, cocaine, ETG charge, and adrenaline shots boost your weight carried and make you sprint faster. You can also heal your body parts by sleeping. If you sleep enough, your body parts will heal. As you progress in the game and raise your reputation, there will be stashes given to you. You can find stashes from finding PDAs on dead stalkers, and there are also people that will give you RF receiver stashes that you have to find yourself. You want to try your best to find these stashes so you can get the various toolkits so you can craft and repair your gear. You can also randomly find loot containers that are locked, and you have to use lockpicks to open the containers. With the guns, you can get the guns repaired by technicians, but you can also repair the guns yourself. You can use ramrods to field strip the guns and repair the items individually. All items you use to repair guns and armor can be bought from technicians typically, and you can use these items to create repair kits that are very useful when repairing items yourself. With your armor, you can repair your armor with glue, sewing kits, and emergency kits available from the techs. You can also get various parts to replace the parts that are damaged in your suits. With ammo crafting, you need to have the gunsmithing tool, and you are able to create your own bullets if you have the right casings and the right powder to create the bullets. There also is a drug making kit. I have never used it, but you are able to create medications such as painkillers, fentanyl, and methamphetamine. It's pretty based, I'm not gonna lie. Exo Suits are basically the equivalent of Fallout's power suit, but cooler. I do not personally use Exo Suits, but they are very good and make you sort of unstoppable, but you need to maintain them and use batteries to power them. Also, don't expect to wear an Exo Suit and be able to just walk out in the open. You still can get one hit in an Exo Suit if you fight the right enemy. Maintaining Exo Suits is kind of a money hog, and you can't sprint while wearing them unless you have the right engines. They are good for a heavy, less tactical playstyle. The Exo Suit increases your equip load by 40 to 50 grams, so you can carry a lot of extra stuff. The economy is all based on your reputation and relations with the various factions. You raise your reputation with factions by doing missions for them. Doing this will make more equipment available from the traders. You want to keep your relations up, so be careful who you kill or work for. Companions are a thing that are available in this game. You can command them to do things and they can carry stuff for you. They help immensely in combat. If you get your reputation and relations high enough, you can have your own personal army following and helping you at any time. I personally don't like the companions that much. I try to play a stealthy sniper character usually, and the companions typically give me away. They also have a nasty habit of aimlessly walking in front of me when I'm trying to take a shot. It's very annoying. There's a command wheel you can use to make your companion do what you want it to. There is a skill system that levels as you play. It's not super in depth. There is strength, which increases your carry weight and melee, endurance, which gives you more stamina, scavenging, which gives you better loot, and survival, which is resistance to damage. You basically level this stuff by playing the game, like it's not really anything crazy. In Escape from Pripyat, you need to eat and drink water like a human. Also do drugs and drink alcohol. Food is typically available from traders, but you can cook meat that you hunt off mutants. You can get field cooking kits and create your own food products. Be aware though that eating mutant parts will give you a certain level of toxicity in your blood and can make you sick. Also, meat can rot if you keep it in your inventory too long. Besides the regular militant enemies trying to one-shot you from across the map, you have a multitude of mutants that can spawn and attack at any time. Even the weakest mutants can mess you up, including the rats. The most dangerous mutants are the controllers. They are the guys that control your brain from across the map and insta-kill you. Burrs are the small troll men that throw waves of gravity at you. The Chimera are like mutant lions that will one-hit you. Bloodsuckers are walking squid people that turn invisible and grab you to suck your blood. Snorks are zombie men that roll at you and stagger you. Cats and dogs are exactly what they sound like. Psy dogs are psychic dogs. Pseudo-giants are huge mutants that can cause earthquakes. Poltergeists are invisible and do AoE damage. Emissions and Psy Storms are things that happen randomly in the game. When an emission is beginning to happen, you have a few minutes to take cover before it hits. Emissions will guaranteed insta-kill you if you're out in the open while they hit. Psy Storms are different. They happen randomly, and you kind of want to take cover when they happen, but it's not a huge deal if you don't. It's just electricity. I have been able to survive a Psy Storm out in the open when one was happening. There are radioactive artifacts you will find randomly spawning amongst the various anomalies you will come across. In all the Stalker games, you've always been able to put the artifacts on your belt to use them, but in Escape from Pripyat, the artifacts have perks now that you have to look for. Artifacts also sell for a lot of money, so you want to choose the ones that are the most beneficial to put on your belt and then sell the ones you don't need. You are able to create your own stashes with the various backpacks you can get in the game. So this is going to be my tips on how to play the game when you first start if you're having trouble. Choose your starting gear and then, figure your base out. You're not going to have a lot of items, but get a bag to make a stash and try to make a stash in every map you frequent. I typically try to pick up every side quest that I can get to boost my money, reputation, and economy. I typically don't start the main quest until I have my starter loadout. Run around and kill mutants to get their parts. They sell for pretty good money. Kill rival faction members and loot everything. You can sell the ammo and the miscellaneous gear. Make sure to grab their guns and armor no matter what condition they are in, because you will be able to take these apart for parts later. You will eventually get comfortable and figure out your loadout. You can use techs to repair gear, but you should try to repair stuff on your own. Once your reputation goes up, there will be an increase in gear and items for you to buy. I typically have a medium loadout and then a combat heavy loadout. Hunt for the stashes to get the toolboxes. Do not give them to the technicians. Stockpile medical supplies. Hunt for some artifacts to boost yourself and resell, and you'll be good to go. Also realize that even with the best gear in the game, you will die a lot. This game is very challenging, especially late game. You can have a Nosrog Exo Suit and the best guns in the game, and you will still be getting one-shotted by Monolith. Make sure to utilize your cover and run away if necessary. And that is basically it, guys. I give this mod an A and recommend it. It is free, you just have to join the Discord and install it. I hope you guys enjoyed. In my next video, we'll be covering Stalker Gamma, the mod pack. Stalker Gamma is my favorite mod pack for the Stalker series, and I'm stoked to cover it, so that will be coming soon. So take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.